Have you heard this message before?
I have very well heard this message before. I used to go to some classes on Saturday.
You used to go to classes on Saturday?
Not y'all, it was somebody else.
Okay.
His name is Michael Jackson. That's his real name.
Don't listen to black women.
Trust in a pig-eating pastor. Never kept the Sabbath, but he looking for the rapture. Studied for myself, had to read through the chapters. I left the Christian church and caught ghosts like.
You know this knowledge. So, and this is what I always say. Knowledge is only powerful if you utilize it. If you have knowledge and you don't use it, it's working.
I'm breaking my family out of Christianity, one by one.
I got you. Let's see your example. Read it.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
You say work out your own salvation. So I get you. All right? Give me that 2 Corinthians 13. Okay. It said work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. What is it to fear God?
Okay, so I have a lot of different kind of beliefs. I don't fear God.
Okay. What do you have with that?
I have no reason to fear my Creator.
What do you do?
I do not.
Go ahead. Help me out. You gotta break that down for me. Because I don't understand. It's just like us as parents. You don't have children. I got children. But it's like my children don't fear me.
Yeah.
They're supposed to fear me.
Right.
Because I'm the one that sit. I'm the one that sit for what?
They fear what you may do or how you may react.
You got consequences for your actions, right?
Because they know you love them too much to inflict much harm.
No, our God put us in slavery. That's how much He loves us. That's a hell of harm. That's a hell of an affliction. Right? That's because He loves us. Right. If He didn't love us, He would have wiped us off the face of the earth.
Right.
But He's a God that He won't go back on His word.
Right.
As us as a people. You have to fear God, sis. You fear your Maker. Because He's the one that breathes life into your body. Right. The Bible says He kill, He wound, He make alive. Right. Nobody can deliver out of Him. Right. Even when you die, it's called something called a second death. Right. Then you're going to be put into torment. That's what I'm showing you. It's not about having a knowledge, it's about what you do with that knowledge. Right. You're an Israelite, so you came into the knowledge, you're an Israelite till you die. Right. Now, if you stop keeping the commandments, again, that's on you. You have a repercussion or a judgment to answer for. Alright?
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all His ways. This is the fear. This is how you fear God. It said, but to fear God. And now it's telling you how to fear God. It's not about doing what we want to do or how we think we need to fear God. God tells you how to fear Him. Right. Remember what God did to the children in the wilderness that didn't want to listen to Him. He killed them. Right. The ones that disobeyed Him. The ones that built the idols up, right. The calves. He killed them. Moses made them drink gold.
Right.
Dust. Because why? They disobeyed God. You understand? When you disobey God, it's called repercussions. It's called judgments. Right. You're supposed to fear your Maker, because He gave you the way, and not to reap those curses, reap the judgment. Right. By keeping His commandments. Read it. Go ahead. To walk in all His ways, and to love Him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That's how you love God. By what? How you love God?
Who did he create you to be? What tribe you from? See, I'm gonna tell you right now, see, I don't think they talk to you real. Michael Jackson.
As I said, I have a lot of different beliefs, right?
You can't have a lot of different beliefs. Give me that Proverbs 42. Huh?
You can believe many different things.
Oh, you
But
can't.
if you put yourself in a box, you can never ever manifest your whole complete reason of existence.
Your whole complete
You have to be
reason
willing
of
to
existence
step outside of
is in the Bible.
Right.
No other book. Okay.
That's not true.
Ecclesiastes
So you don't
12.
believe in the Bible, sis?
I don't.
You don't.
I know that the Bible is sets of documents that have been perverted and rewritten and made up by man.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 2. For I give you good doctrine.
We have good doctrine. We have good doctrine. The Bible. All these books you talking about, we should read in a minute. In Ecclesiastes. All those is awareness of mind. All those is tossing you to and fro. Like we should read as well in Timothy. All right, read.
Forsake ye not my law.
It says, forsake ye not my law. That's the doctrine. The laws of God is the doctrine of man, which is the Israelite man, woman, and child. There's many different gods. There's only one God on this earth. Oh yeah, there's one God, sis. That's your mind. You've been programmed to believe that.
Tell me about when the earth was created.
It's in the Bible.
Yeah, in Genesis, right?
Yes.
And so those 5 books, the first 5 books of the Bible come from where?
Comes from the Bible.
No, sir. They come from the Jewish Bible. The first 5 books come from the
It's not
Jewish
such thing
Bible,
as a
from
Jewish
the
Bible,
Torah. The first 5 books of that Bible you holding come from the Torah.
Who
And
wrote
it
the
was
Torah?
translated, hold on, it was translated
we got you.
into English. When it was
just somebody get this up.
translated, just like you translate
Somebody get this up.
anything else, there are some losses of the message, changing of the words, and in the Torah that the Bible comes from, it does not say God created this on this day, God created this on this day. It doesn't say that. It says the gods of the universe murmured the sounds of creation. The book that book comes from, that book was translated from, has a completely different message. It was mistranslated.
I'm gonna show you.
The Nephilim.
I'm gonna show you.
The Nephilim. When the word is I am, that's plural. So Nephilim is not one God. Nephilim is the group of God.
Don't listen to black women.
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
What place does his ancestors come from?
We were in
Africa.
Israel, which is Africa.
Africa.
Okay?
All of Africa is not Israel.
The thing is
All of Africa
it's
is not
separation.
Israel.
Let me get Ham's good. Get Ham. Let me get second in Ezekiel in Exodus.
The curse of Ham is a falsehood.
Good one. 32.
When they said you will be black with grief, that was a manner of speaking, not literally our skin will be black. That means very sad. That's it. The curse of Ham is a falsehood. It was misinterpreted.
I got you, sis. All right, read it first.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the motherland.
Right.
The Bible just said Jerusalem is the motherland.
You cannot prove something a book is true. You cannot say a book.
Jerusalem's in there.
You gotta step outside.
Sis, that's the thing. You're not listening.
No, you're not. Because we're proving all our facts right here with the Bible. You got give me the book. Give me the book. No, I have it, sis. It's been remixed. You're right. We got the NIV.
Right.
The what's it? We're gonna read that a bit. This is the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So I said Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, but when you understand the Bible, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, right? What happened with that? You know what happened with that, or do you believe that?
They're African.
No. What happened with that? What happened with Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth? What happened with that? What happened in history in the world? They were flood. The earth was flooded. They had to repopulate the earth. Okay. That's why you have the nation that came from them.
Okay.
He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. These are who? Africans. Right. So he's the progenitor of who? Africans. So I'm going to show you who Shem is the progenitor. Let's get First Chronicle. Yes, we're not African, sis. If you want to be African, that's fine. I'm not African. Right. We ain't African. Right. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. We are. I believe in the Bible, sis. The Bible is a true book.
But the time of the is over.
She said the time of
Don't listen to black women.
So you love oppression. So you love for our people to get killed in the street and not have no justice. You're not free. You're talking about the freedom. You're not free. You're still in slavery. Yeah, the Bible is supposed to come. What the Bible is to bind your mind, to stop you from living in sin. Right. Yes, right. All right, read that. Yeah. The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 4. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Verse 17. The sons of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, Aram, Uz, Hol, Gether, and Meshach. Verse 24. Shem, Arphaxad, Selah. Verse 27. Abram, the same is Abraham. Verse 34. And Abraham begat Isaac. So this is going through the lineage of Shem. Shem being the progenitor of another dark race, right, which is the Israelites. That's right. So it's not just because you're black don't mean we're all the same people. Right. That we just read in the white man's book. Right. In the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, we didn't write that. That correlates with the Bible. That shows you that many from Shem, Ham, and Japheth, all black people come from them. Right. You understand? Right. But it's being specific that that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob come from the lineage of Shem. Right. It's showing you 2 separate nations. Read. Verse 34. And Abraham begat Isaac. The sons of Isaac, Esau, and Israel. These are the lineage. Give me that in Exodus 11 and 7. Okay. This is the thing, sis. You got to understand. We've been taught to think a certain way. You understand? It's not your fault. It's the enemy's fault. Oh. So do you believe you have an enemy? Do you believe you have an enemy? Do you believe you have an enemy?
Everybody has enemies.
Okay, so what does your enemy do to your people here today?
My enemy has done just about everything bad to us that didn't happen.
Who is that enemy?
White folks.
Why did they do that?
Because they hate us because they hate us.
Okay, how were they able to do that?
They are not even human.
How were they able to do that?
Because we allowed it by not uniting, by letting tribes, religions, different nations, and borders separate. But
it happened because of our disobedience. It happened because we didn't serve our God. Right.
Now we serve every other God. Now we serve every other religion. Now we serve every other belief system.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel.
Against the children of Israel. God only represents the children of Israel. Whether you believe in God or not. Who wrote the Bible? Prophets wrote the Bible.
Right.
Listen, he wrote it through man.
Right.
What book did man write? What book did not man write?
Exactly.
But that's the thing. The books that you're talking about, they don't have prophecy.
By any group of books.
They don't have prophecy in it. This book tells us why the things happen to us happen to us.
It's a mistake for people like us.
You gotta listen, sis. Yeah, read it. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
God put a difference between the Israelites and the Egyptians.
Right.
Because the Egyptians had what? Say it again? There's no other gods. Give me that song. Psalms 95. Sis, we're not dealing with no Nephilim.
Don't listen to black women.
You don't. Bishop just went over there. Yeah. But that's too high for you to understand, sis. No, I'm good. I understand it. My bishop gives me that understanding.
That's right.
I don't know about Michael Jackson. He didn't give you too much understanding.
Right.
All right? Let's read that for you.
Psalms chapter 96, verse 5.
That's the thing, sis. We're divided by having or thinking or believing in other gods.
Right.
No other gods exist. Because what we're showing you, and I don't care about none of them. Neither do God. Read.
Psalms chapter 96, verse 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods.
You see that? That's the word fear again, right? It said he's to be feared above all gods.
Right.
The things he's done in his earth is to fear him.
You just said there were no other gods, right?
We're reading about God. Keep reading for it. Pay attention.
For all the gods of the nations.
All the God of the nations. Listen. Read. Listen, sis. Listen. Read.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
All the nations' gods are idols. No, sis, it's not saying that. Read it for her one more time. I think she just missed it.
Yes, sir.
I pray you missed it. You're going to read it again for me, all right? No, he's going to start above. He's telling you about the gods of the nations, sis. Read.
For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised.
God is greatly to be praised. Read.
He is to be feared above all gods.
The God of this Bible, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Shem, right, is greatly to be feared. Thank you.
For all the gods of the nations.
All the gods of the nations. The Egyptian God, right. Man, our nation have a God for every day.
Right.
The point is, they're not real.
That's right.
What happened to their gods when Moses went through that?
You want that one?
You can get that. What happened to their God when Moses went through there and had the plague of death go through? The blood go through. That happens. That's the thing. That's why you lack belief. That's why you lack factual proof. This the proof. Because the Bible is a true book. You can't explain to me in no other book or in your mind why did you come over here in slavery? Why did you come over here in slavery? Answer me that.
Why is it and why is there so many inconsistencies?
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
You got to be subjected to learn the word of God. And then you got to learn the science.
If you only know the word of God that exists in that Bible, you are devoid of knowledge of God.
Don't listen to black women.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God.
God just said the wisdom of this world, because that's where you get your wisdom from. That's what he just said right there. God said the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. Says you. See, that's the thing. You can't humble yourself. You don't believe in the prophets. You don't believe in God. You believe in idols. You believe in idolatry. Because if you really believed in the Bible, you would know how to humble yourself. You would apply the scriptures in Timothy, what we're reading, to learn in silence. Because you just said and stated, you have the spirit of ease. You have a Jezebel spirit. That's the spirit you got. You have a Jezebel spirit. She want to overtalk the prophets. She thinks she know more than us, but you don't. You learn from man. You learn from God. Read it.
That's not God, that's a book.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God.
God don't care nothing about what you learn.
God did not say that.
Don't listen to black women.
That's what he just told you. He said the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. Read.
For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
That's what God does. Because the foolish think they crafty in how they speak. And all the what they say?
You have to set yourself free. God did not write that. Man wrote that.
Don't listen to black women.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
You see us as foolish. Because she said we read out the Bible. No, listen, sis, listen. You talk enough, and you're not humbling down to the Bible. No, you're not humbling down to the Bible, sis. What's ego? You don't believe in the Bible, sis.
The Bible is not something you have to believe in. If you can't do it.
Don't listen to black women.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example.